Okay folks, this is Richard Rodriguez, and what I'm going to show you today is how to make links inside of your YouTube channel art. Alright, if you're new here, give me that thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and click that notification bell to be notified of any future videos that I make. If you're returning, I appreciate you coming back. On my channel, what I do is I talk about mindset and motivation, and I show you how to make a passive income to replace that 9 to 5 so you can have time to spend with family, with friends, go on vacation, and still earn money while you're asleep, while you're on vacation, or even while you're at the grocery store. I also show you ways to make short-term income, something like making pizza money or gas money or snack money, things such as that. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make links inside of your channel art, so stay with me. Okay, what we're going to do is going to go ahead and go to your YouTube channel. Once you get into your YouTube channel, pretty much going to be like this. Make sure you are signed in. I am signed in so you can see these things. Video Manager. If you don't see Video Manager, you're not signed in correctly. So go ahead and go to your YouTube channel, and we're going to go ahead and highlight our channel art. And as soon as we do that, it's going to bring up this little pencil here. And when we bring up this pencil, it's going to ask us, do we want to edit links or do we want to edit channel art? Channel art's fine. I like the way this looks. We're going to go and leave it where it's at. We want to edit our links. So click on links, and it'll bring you here. Now there's another way to get this done. Let's say you didn't want to go to this. You just click on About. You click on About, and it brings you straight to the same spot. Now once we get here, what we want to do is we want to edit this section where it says links. So we're going to just highlight anywhere down here. Mine says Facebook and Instagram, simply because I already have that in here. But if you don't, just come down to where it says links, and it'll bring you this pencil. Click on that pencil, and it's going to bring you to this. Now what I did was I added the Instagram and I added the Facebook. Most people already have this on their YouTube channel, but this is for those who don't already know. So let's say we want to add Instagram, and I want to actually type it out, and I want to say Instagram, Instagram. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our Instagram. We're going to open up a new browser. We're going to go directly to our Instagram, and to find your Instagram, what you want to do is you want to click on the little person here, and then it will bring up your Instagram page. It's our Richard MDM is mine, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight Richard MDM. I'm going to right click, I'm going to copy, I'm going to bring it back to the original tab, and I'm going to drop it in there. And I'm going to left click, drag it across, right click, and paste it. Now it was already in there anyway, but I did change to where it says Instagram, so let me hit done here. And then let's go back to my channel art. So I'm going to go back a little bit. Oh, went way too far. Back to my channel art. And let's refresh the page. Now you notice it's going to say Instagram. I don't want it to say Instagram because it covers up too much of my actual channel art. But if you did want it to say Instagram, that would be fine. But since I don't want it to be so large, I'm going to cut it down. I'm just going to call it IG for Instagram. I'm going to hit done. And now I'm going to go right back on home. And there it is, it's just IG. It makes it much smaller. So it's pretty much that simple to do that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make a subscribe button and have it here on your channel art. There's a couple of ways to get this done, but the easiest way I suggest is go for new subscribers right here. Click on new subscribers. So go ahead and go to new subscribers, and it will change this to display polymer 1, right? We're going to highlight that, and we're going to copy it. We're going to go ahead and come to our channel art, click on channel art. We're going to go to edit links, and we're going to go ahead and hit add. We're going to hit add a SU. We're going to add a button, the subscribe button, if I can spell it correctly, right? Subscribe button. We're going to go ahead and drop this link in there, but we want to add a little bit more to it than that. What we want to do is we want to type in SUB_ confirmation, and then equals 1. So it's going to be that simple, sub confirmation equals 1, and hit done. Now this is not going to show up as the first line, meaning you're not even going to see the word subscribe. So, but you do want to put a placeholder there. Now if you want this to actually say subscribe, it has to be the first one in line. I'll show you what I'm talking about right here. When I say the first one in line, I'm talking about right now you see Instagram's the first one in line, then Facebook, and then subscribe. You want subscribe to be the first in line, so you want to drag these backwards, or you want to delete them and then create this one first. But if you notice, it's going to work. If I hit that button right there, what it wants to do is ask me to subscribe. Now, of course, I'm already a subscriber, so it's not going to allow me to subscribe. So you want to go ahead and make it like that, make it that easy. Now, in my case, my channel art actually has a subscribe little emblem here and then the bell. This stuff, cluttering this up, I kind of don't really want this here. I'm probably going to remove everything from there and put it in differently. But if you want to go ahead and erase things, you can go ahead and erase things. So let's go ahead and erase things right now. I'm going to go ahead and hit done, and let's go back. And if you notice, I have nothing here. It's nice, clean channel art. I'm thinking of adding different things in different spots, but for right now, it's a nice, clean channel art. But it's that simple to create a subscribe button. This is a subscribe button. This is going to have the same link I just now created. And it's going to be a little bit different, but it's mostly going to be the same link that I just now created. But if you want to be able to create a link on another site, you can go ahead and do that with what I just now showed you. Let me show you another way I make buttons. I like to go to this particular site here. It's called iText Generator, or just type in cooltext.com. You don't have to type in anything else, it'll go directly here. And let's say I wanted to make some buttons. So I'm going to go down to where it says button. And then these are the buttons, say I wanted to make. Say I want to make a plain button, it looks like a plain HTML button. I can do it like that. But let's say I wanted to make a red button. I don't want to use that font because it's, more of a medieval style font, right? Say we want to use just a regular old font. We want to use something like this. You might see something like that, right? Okay, we want to make this our button. You notice it has a checkerboard background, which means it's a transparent background. So it's going to be any color you want it to be, or at least the background's going to be any color you want it to be. This is going to be a highlighted button. It's not going to have anything special in it. You want to type in subscribe, and now it's going to show subscribe. Click outside here so it'll load up real quick. Now it types in subscribe. So this is now our subscribe button. You can go in here and you can change the color. Say you don't want it to be a red button, say you want it to be a blue button, something like that. You can click on that, now you got a blue button. You can change the shadows, you can change several things on here for you. But in our case, we want it to go ahead and we want it to be let's say with the red button again. We'll go back to red button. Okay, now it's a red button. So we want to go ahead and keep this red button. You can either right click and take it as it is, and you have to kind of play around with it, or you can just create button. That'll give you a button that's just plain button. It'll give you a button that's a highlighted button, kind of highlighted, and it'll give you a button that actually changes whenever you hover over it. Now let's say we want to just use the button that hovers, the highlighted button hovers over it. We can take this one right here. But let's say we want to use the plain old button like this. You can either hit download or you can right click, and then you can hit save image as. Now generally I just save image as. That's usually how I do it. But it's that simple. So if you know how to use HTML, you know how to create things in HTML, then it's that simple to go ahead and make a button that generates the response that you want it to generate. It's pretty simple stuff. I kind of mess around with the stuff. I play around with it. The more you play around with it, the better you're going to get at it. The better you get at it, the easier it is for you to do, the quicker it is for you to do. So it's that simple to create button links either on your website or on your YouTube channel. Things don't have to be complicated, so don't make things complicated. I hope I showed you a few simple ways to get this done. Things aren't always as hard as they seem. They look like they're harder than they seem. They're really not. So just go ahead and make these links. These links are pretty darn simple, and they're kind of fun. Once you get to start doing this, you start doing this more and more and more, and you find how much fun it really is. Of course, I've been doing these things for over 30 years, so it comes easy to me. There's a lot of tutorials online that can help you build links either in your YouTube channel or on a website, whether it be through WordPress or any other kind of website that you have. I mean, it's pretty darn simple stuff. So I hope this helped you. If it did help you, give me a thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and click that notification bell so I can send you notifications of any future videos that I make. So once again, what I do on my channel is I show you how to make small income for pizza money, for gas money, for snack money. Plus, I also show you how to make passive income to replace your full-time income so you can replace that 9-to-5 so you can spend time with family and friends and do the things that you want to do, not just because you have the time, but because you have the money. So if you're interested in that, click this link down below to get that life that you wanted to lead, to do the things that you wanted to do. Now, once again, we make our own future, so make yours a good one.